Hey, what's up, guys? Coming out with another video. Today I'm going to do my NFL Week 13 picks. So, let's get on with the schedule there. So we'll start off Thursday Night Football, December 1st, 6:15 Mountain Time, prime video. We got the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. I am gonna go with the Bills here to win there. I think the Bills can get it done against the Patriots here. The Patriots do not look that 100% that good. They're kind of a little bit off sync there. They can't get nothing going there and stuff like that. Mostly with Mac Jones there. Mac Jones is not really that type of guy there and stuff like that to actually throw down the football field. The Bills there. They can get it done with Josh Allen, even if Josh Allen actually has a bum elbow there. He has a really like a bum elbow there. He has technically his elbow's technically hurt. Technically, actually has a hurt elbow there. So I don't know if it might affect Josh Allen's throws there in this game there. But I'm gonna say the even Von Miller's not even gonna play in this game. Sadly, Von Miller's not even gonna play in this game here. So I'm going to go with the Bills here to win over the Patriots. So that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the Bills over the Patriots here. So that's it for that game. So let's move on to Sunday, December 4th, 11 o'clock Mountain Time. First and 11 o'clock games. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Atlanta Falcons. This game's honestly a who cares game, but I'm going to go with the Steelers here to win. The Steelers there, they look more solid there. They look more in sync there and stuff like that. They kind of look more in sync there and stuff. They look more better as a team there and stuff like that for it. Mostly the Falcons there, they kind of look like they're off sync there. They can't get nothing going. They look pretty awful there and stuff like that. The Steelers there, they don't look that great either, but I think they can get it done against the Falcons. The Falcons, they just don't look that great. They kind of look like a pretty bad team overall. Same with the Steelers. They're kind of lost without Ben Roethlisberger, but I think Pittsburgh can get it done there against the Falcons. But this game's a who cares game. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. I don't know if Rodgers is gonna play in this game here, because he did got a rib injury on Sunday night against the Eagles there and stuff like that. Jordan Love actually played pretty well on Sunday night there against the Eagles. He did pretty well play against the Eagles on Sunday night there. But technically, I'm gonna go with the Bears here to win. If Jordan Love is playing this game there, but Rodgers is saying he's actually going to play in this. Well, no, I'm going to go with the Packers here to win. I think the Packers actually have a little bit more advantage here over the Bears, and plus Rodgers technically owns the Packers there on prime time there, and technically it's going to be, or not really prime time. He technically owns the Bears overall and stuff like that. So I'm going to go with the Packers here to win. I think the Packers have a little bit more of a thing there. Even if the Packers are not really playing that good right now, I think they can handle the Bears. But this game, I don't know if Trey Lance is going to play for the Bears there, so I don't 100% know about this game at all. So I'm going to go with the Packers here to win over the Bears. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Detroit Lions. This game's a who cares game. But I'm going to go with the Lions here to win. I think the Lions actually look a little bit more better there. They kind of look more in sync there. They look more in sync there and stuff like that. They look much better playing their games and stuff like that for it. For the Jaguars, yeah, they technically upset the Ravens there last week. And technically the Ravens, they did upset the Ravens last week there, and they did look really solid there last week and stuff like that. Mostly they do have Jamar. They do. We might see how Goff is going to play in this game here. But I'm going to go with the Lions here to win over the Jags. But this game's honestly a who cares game also. So Lions over the Jags. Next game, we got the New York Jets at the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go with the Vikings here to win. The Vikings there, they look really strong there. They did pretty well last week against the Patriots last weekend on Thanksgiving. They did really well on Thanksgiving last week there. They look really, really strong there. They can actually go down the field and actually scoring some touchdowns there and stuff like that. They look really solid there and stuff. For the Jets there, technically they're starting to come back around, even if they don't have Zach Wilson there. Zach Wilson was hurting them in a long run there and stuff like that. When they mostly benched Josh Wilson there, they did look much positive there, and they did look more serious about this game. So I'm going to say the Vikings can pull it out here and win this one against the Jets, but this game might be massively close. Next game, we got the Washington Commanders at the New York Giants. Going with the Giants here to win. This game might be a back and forth type of game there. The Commanders there look really solid there. They're in a 5-game winning streak there and stuff like that. They look really solid there for the last couple weeks there. For the Giants there, they look really solid also there. They look pretty good there. Also, they kind of look, they're not really going totally against them there, and they didn't look too well there and stuff like that for it. But I think the Giants actually have a little bit more advantage here. Mostly they do have most of the Giants can actually go down the field and actually score some touchdowns here and stuff like that for it. So I'm going to go with the Giants here to win over the Commanders for this game. Honestly, a who cares game. This game is going to be pretty interesting, and this game might be pretty interesting also. So I'm going to go with the Giants here to win over the Commanders. Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Philadelphia Eagles. Mostly this game here might be a pretty interesting game here. I'm gonna go with the Eagles here to win. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the Eagles here to win there. It's mostly Philly's really good at home there. They look really solid at playing at home there and stuff like that. They do actually have a really strong defense there. Their defense looks really out solid there and stuff like that. They didn't do too well against the Packers last week there. Technically their defense didn't look that great last week there, but they do have a really solid offense there who can actually put a lot of points on the board there and stuff like that. For the Titans there, they look really solid also with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry can actually go down the field in this game here, but I don't really trust the Titans there. If the game was in Tennessee, possibly I think the Titans might win. I might say that I'm possibly going to go with the Titans win in it if the game was in Tennessee, but this game is mostly in Philly, so I'm going to go with the Eagles here win over the Titans. Next game, we have my Denver Broncos at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to pick up the upset here and actually go with my Broncos here to win. Mostly, I think this game is mostly going to be a trap game. Honestly, I think this game is going to be mostly like a trap game there. I think the Broncos are going to make this game as a trap game here and stuff like that. The Ravens there came off of a bad loss there against the Jaguars there. But I think mostly this game is going to be a possibly a trap game here. Russell Wilson there. His teammates are not showing it there. Mostly his teammates technically yelling at him last week there and stuff like that. Mostly I think that it's going to be a possibly a trap game. I think the Broncos might win it here, but I think the Broncos might win it here from losing. Both teams are technically on both technically both teams technically lost in a bad way there. But I think Denver actually has something there for this game here and stuff like that. Even if everybody's actually picking up the Ravens here to win, I think Denver's going to pull it out here and win this one because I think Russell Wilson there might actually find some targets here and actually scoring some touchdowns here and stuff like that. But we'll see what actually happens in this game. But I think this game's gonna be mostly gonna be a trap game. I won't be surprised if the Ravens do win this game here, because Jamar Jackson there can actually run down the field there, and that's where we're technically weak at, is at the running game there. We're technically weak at that running game there and stuff like that. The only team we actually stopped was possibly the Titans there this year, and we didn't do that well against that there. Defense is starting to break down there, but I think this game's really I think this game's going to be a trap game there. I think the Broncos are going to win it here, and I think this game's going to be mostly going to be a trap game. So I'm going to go with my Broncos here to win over the Ravens, because I think this game's going to be mostly a trap game. So I'm going to pick up the upset here and say the Broncos might win it here. That's it for that game. So let's move on to the next game there. We have the Cleveland Browns at the Houston Texans. Mostly I am going to go with the this game's a who cares game. This game's a game there. But I am going to go with the Browns here to win. I think the Browns there, they look a little bit more solid there. They don't look the 100% that great there, but the Browns just don't look 100% that great there and stuff like that. They kind of mostly been slacking there, and they've not been playing their best football there. For the Texans there, they just look god awful there. They look like shit. They can't get nothing. They can't get nothing going there. They've been trying to get stuff going there and stuff like that. But honestly, this game's honestly a who cares game. But I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna pick up the upset here, or not take the upset. I'm gonna go with the Browns here to win. But this game, honestly, this game is mostly a garbage bowl game here. I'm gonna say Browns win it here against the Texans. So that's it for the 11 o'clock games. So let's move on to the 2:05 games, Mountain Time. First on the 2:05, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the LA Rams. Going with the Seahawks here to win. I think the Seahawks there look more better there. They look more in sync there. They do have a track record to actually beating the Rams there and stuff like that. They look really solid there and stuff. For the Rams there, they do not look that great. They played awful against Kansas City last week there. Kansas City totally embarrassed them last week and stuff like that for it. So I'm going to say the Seahawks there look more efficient there and stuff like that. I think they look more efficient and stuff. They can actually go down the field and actually score some touchdowns there, even if I don't really trust Geno Smith here. Geno Smith, I don't really trust him there and stuff like that. But I'm going to say the Seahawks can pull it out here against the Rams. Rams just don't look that great. They just look god-awful there. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks who went over the Rams. Next game, we have the Miami Dolphins at the San Francisco 49ers. Going with the Dolphins here to win. I think the Dolphins there look really solid there and stuff like that. They look really, really solid there. They can actually go down the field and score some touchdowns there and stuff like that. They do have Tyreek Hill, who can actually go down the field and actually make a lot of scoring here and stuff like that for it. Mostly for the Niners there, they look pretty solid also. They kind of do have a little bit of a history actually trying to make some games there and stuff like that for it. They kind of look really solid there. They kind of look much better there. But I'm going to say this game might be back and forth. I'm going to go with the Dolphins here to win. Dolphins do have a better defense with Bradley Chubb there, and Bradley Chubb actually has a really strong thing there and stuff. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins here to win over the Niners. Next game. That's it for the 205 games. So we're going to 225 Mountain Time. First in the 225, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bengals here to win. Joe Burrow, he looks really solid there. He can actually go down the field and actually scoring some touchdowns there. He looks really, really solid there and stuff like that. Mostly, I think Joe Burrow might actually do some pretty well there and stuff like that for it. Technically, for the Chiefs there, they don't do well in Cincinnati. They don't really do well in Cincinnati there. They lost a lot of games in Cincinnati. So this game might not be totally different there from the Bengals actually doing too much there and stuff like that for it. But this game might be a back and forth game here. This might be possibly the game of the week. But I'm going to say Bengals win it here against the Chiefs. But this game is going to be mostly a back and forth type of game there and stuff like that. If the game was in Kansas City, I'd be picking the Chiefs to win, but this game is honestly in Cincinnati there, so I'm gonna go with the Bengals here win over the Chiefs. Next game, we got the LA Chargers at the Las Vegas Raider Haters. Going with the Chargers here to win. This game's honestly a who cares game. But I'm going to go with the Chargers here to win there. I think the Chargers have a little bit more advantage here over the Haters. The Haters there, they don't look good. They look awful there. They can't really play some really good football there and stuff like that. Even if they did upset the Broncos last week, or technically they upset us 2 weeks ago there, and they did upset the Seahawks there and stuff like that. So this team could upset a lot of teams there and stuff like that. But for the Chargers there, I think the Chargers can get it done there. Even I don't really trust Justin Herbert with that rib injury he had there and stuff like that. So I'm going to say the Chargers can pull it out here and win this one against the Haters. That's it for the 2:30 games. So we're on to Sunday Night Football, 6:20 Mountain Time, primetime NBC. We got the Indianapolis Colts at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Cowboys here to win. Dak Prescott there, he looks really solid there. He can actually go down the field and actually score there with Ezekiel Elliott. It's mostly a powerhouse of a runner there and stuff like that. For the Colts there, I don't know. I don't really trust the Colts here. Colts just don't look that great there and actually playing in this game here and stuff like that for it. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys here to win. I'm going to say this is a no contest. The Cowboys should win this game easily against the Colts. So let's move on to Monday Night Football, December 5th, 6:15 Mountain Time, primetime ESPN. We got the New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bucks. I'm going to go with the Bucks here to win. Bucks look really solid there with Tom Brady. Tom Brady can actually go down the field and actually scoring some touchdowns here and stuff like that for it. For the Saints there, they don't look 100% this great in this game. They kind of look off sync there. They can't get nothing going there. So I'm going to go with the Bucks here win over the Saints. And the teams are on bye. The Cardinals are on bye, and the Panthers are on bye. So, yep. Comment, rate, more sponsors to the Spurs. We like the burgers. Please subscribe. Hit the bell notification for the uploads. More sponsors to the Spurs. Like coming out. Add your peace.